say instead of me. You come the time, took all the blame. You would find the reason in the game. Beautiful thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be right there. What do you want me to refer to you as? You have a million names on this.
A million names? Well, call me Melody. Because a lot of people don't call me Melody or Mel or Scary, but people I like them to call me Melody.
Well, after this airs, everyone will call me Melody.
Nobody else is allowed to call me Melody.
Only me.
Yes. What about you? What do I call you?
Well, I go by an unpronounceable symbol, but you can call me Spud.
Spud. As in potato spud. Or just Spud.
Just Spud.
Spud. You stand for anything? Mm-hmm. What?
You know.
I want to know why me? Why have you chosen me to interview you?
Because you're a pimp. Look at this watch.
He's calling me a pimp. And I'm admitting it. Can you believe it? I'm actually admitting it. But yeah, you know, I followed your stuff. And you're going to be going on tour soon, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
And you've got your album out already. Tell me a bit about that.
Album?
Yeah.
With the new power generation, it's called New Power Soul.
Alright.
It's spiritually political record.
Oh, you said that earlier. What do you mean by spiritually political?
We're getting closer and closer to the truth on the album.
So who influenced you on this album that you have out now?
This one actually was influenced by the musicians that are on it, the new power generation. I change musicians every 2-3 years or so. This will probably be the last band that I have for a while. We'll do some solo work after this. But this record is it's one of the maddest records ever. Got hooked up with Freeks on this, pushing out another way. But a lot had to do with the energy that we experienced on the shows and trying to get into that. It's fun to be in a situation where we don't worry about charts and singles and videos and all that now, because it really does affect how you go into the studio, what it is you put down on the tape.
It's brilliant album. It is. It's good now. That thing, I can't explain it. That thing, you know, that kind of...
That's probably
is your play now.
best left unexplained. All of that.
And what's the show going to be like? Tell us a bit about that.
Oh, it's going to be sick. It's going to be so sick.
You've got dancers, you've got your band.
Yeah, it's going to be so sick, so long. Just...
Jamming.
Yeah, funk music. Ray Graham is coming with us. Chocolate. Dougie Fresh.
Alright.
So crazy.
Looking forward to that.
Mad sex.
But one thing that you started to do was sell your albums on the internet. Why was that?
I like the interaction between fans, the direct line. Friends, I don't like to call them fans, that's short for fanatic.
Alright, yeah. Because I was having a word with my drummer, I've got a drummer on Thomas, and he goes, at some point there's going to be no need for record companies, everything is going to be done through the internet. We'll be able to sell, download, everything is going to be through the internet. Do you think that?
Well, I'm not so sure about that. Record companies have their purpose. They're actually good for people who are just starting out.
Yeah.
With the help of them. They serve a lot of functions. For somebody like me who writes a lot, records a lot, and wants to release a lot, it's a detriment. It doesn't negate going back and doing something in the future.
You've got your own label now.
Well, it's 3 letters, Vj, that we stand on the product. We're musicians, we don't need to function as a record company.
Alright, so do it more on a level.
Yeah, and I don't wear a suit.
So if I release some stuff that I could go on your label, I thought you would have found it.
As long as you own your work, it's cool because that's what
That's important.
Yeah, that's what new power generation is about. Ownership and mastery. Seriously.
I really respect that how you've done things because you're your own person and you do what you want to do and you kind of control a lot of things around you, which is very important obviously for you and to get them working. But does that, like, do you not feel strained by that, or does that?
Well, I'm more so in control. I think I'm trying to let things evolve on their own, especially the music.
But where do you get all this inspiration to do so much writing, so much music, to produce so many albums of such a good quality? Where do you get all that from?
My gift comes from God.
Yeah. So you reckon you were put here to do music?
Yeah, to give back onto my gift, to stop recording, to put a cap on your work and then put a boundary on it. It actually, for me, is to put a boundary on your gift that comes from God. I can't do that. I write so much because it is therapy for me. You're evolving your spirit actually every time you go back into the well and examine
Better yourself.
Yeah. So the more I write, the more stuff I put out, the quicker I get to my destination.
So do you think, so is your music is a soundtrack to your life, to my
psyche.
growing up?
Yeah, I would think so.
Wow. On birthdays, you don't like birthdays?
No.
No, not into it.
No. We came here not knowing that we were going to die. Somebody told us that. We never knew we were going to die. We celebrated birthday.
Isn't it nice to celebrate the day you was born?
I'll celebrate the day I die.
Because you're going to move on to the next path in life. Who influenced you?
Larry Graham, Chaka Khan.
You've done a few performances with Chaka Khan.
Yeah. She just finished a record with us. I helped her with. She's a hard boss, but
Good.
I like working with her. Good stuff. Okay. So what influenced you? Your singing style, your dancing style.
You know you did.
Your writing style. No.
I was a dancer. Not a club dancer, but I was like Blackpool Sun Season dancer. That's how I actually started getting interested in the music industry and things like that. Because you started in the music industry when you was about 15, didn't you?
Actually, 12.
12, wow.
Yeah. Not the professional side of it, but I got my first band and started getting payment and Snicker bars.
Snicker bars?
Yeah.
Why Snicker bars?
So we exchanged money back then. It was currency. Candy was currency.
You can't sit still to your music. You have to get up and you either have to stamp your foot or you have to do something. And I like that about music. That's what music should make you feel. Like, I know there's a lot of music out there that is kind of makes you depressed and kind of put on the thing and you don't want to be able to cry. Whereas your music, it gets you, but in a good way. And I think that's what music should always do.
I think it should uplift.
Yeah.
There's enough things to bring you down. You don't need to jack our music up that way too. I mean, there's still a way to get anger and even hate across sometimes in the music. But you have to resolve it. You have to show that it's useless to hold these. There's a lot in the music kind of interviews on. This is cool because you and I are just hanging out talking.
Yeah.
In most interviews, they ask you questions. I find now people are trying to get me to say something ill about record companies all the time. I have no bad feelings about record companies. I love record companies. They work. And it's very obvious that they work by the consolidation of power. So I'm just doing something else right now. So, and by being free and doing something else, it almost wakes you up to the fact that let them do their thing, you do your thing. Nobody's bothering you now. It's cool.
But it's good you said you realise that because people, they do want to kind of criticise or they do want to drag some badness, like he said this, to make like a good headline, but it's good that you don't rise to it.
Yeah,
opinion and that's that.
Yeah, I don't look at myself through other people's eyes. I had an interesting discussion with Larry Graham and a journalist upstairs about criticism of music. If you're a true artist, you're using the gift you've been given from God.
Yeah.
And to criticize a gift from God is sort of to criticize God.
Yeah.
Now, you can cut that any way you want, but it's the truth. So You know, I looked at the writers, and I wouldn't criticize writing. I'm not a writer. I don't write books. No, I wouldn't.
But the media is, I think, it's all a ball of all kinds of things. They get it wrong. They do get it wrong, but they just stir up people's attention.
Well, you know, wouldn't it be cooler to just tell people about things that you like and things
Exactly,
you think
yeah.
of, man? Spending your life just criticizing another man's work, that's true.
I think it's sometimes easy for people to dwell on negative things rather than to look at the positive things. What you've done for a lot of people is influence them. You influenced me a lot. Really, really have done.
I hope I hate you.
Yeah. Here I am.
Okay, you're not a pimp, man.
No, I'm not. I might have a pimp watch, but you know, I like to know how to do that song.
Let's talk about his West.
No, I want to talk about this song. The song 1999. I just asked him, right, if he will do 1999. I asked you. I'm looking at you now. Right? And you said,
I said that you could do 1999 if I could read you one.
right. Which means
No. You can do anything you want. You're free to. Many people have redone this song. I find that they're doing them more now than ever.
and you flattered by that. What do you feel about that?
Well, you know, if it's genuine, it comes from artist's heart. I'm cool with it. They're being egged on by the management and the record companies.
Then you say that.
That's not genuine. It's just trying to get another piece of
The action.
the purple pie. I like you. This is the best energy I've ever had.
You're just saying that.
You're very complimentary.
No, I respect you a lot, and I think there's a lot of people out there that do.
You can say it's much greater than what it's called. I appreciate it.
Right, shall we do this game?
What game?
This game I told you about earlier.
Oh, okay.
I ask you 10 things, right?
Okay, first thing you come to mind.
It's going to be just one word, so you can answer it in a sentence or you can answer it in one word or you can say pass. Right? First thing, cars.
Corvettes.
Jewelry.
June.
Time.
Lot.
Holidays.
Holidays.
Christmas.
Nimrod's birthday.
Arts. Underwear.
Inconceivable.
Food.
Mikey.
Music industry.
Owners.
Sexuality.
Spirituality.
Animals.
Unconditional love. So I play everything now.
Go on then.
Go on then.
See, I cheat, I wrote mine down for you, but you're just gonna put the mouse down.
Space.
Spice. Lively.
Cross.
Cross. Mixed. When things go that way, you get kind of mixed up and you end up getting cross. No need to get cross. There is no time. Says rather people watching.
One more.
Not too hard.
Love.
Love. Whatever. I like it as long as she's saying that. You know.
I'm not.
You know, you do.
I do not.
You do, like, as in, you know, you do.
No, I don't.
What is it then? Well, I see it as that. Maybe I'm interpreting it different. I see it as that.
Well, I don't want to.
You tell me what it is.
Well, I don't want to
Correct.
run it for you.
No, go on, correct me, 'cause I like
It's
to hear.
spiritual union for me.
So you were saying about the noise, they've got all plants on, it's all very calming. I like that. That must be important to you.
Yeah. And you can hear it.
Oh, you've got doves up there, haven't you?
Yeah, they're quiet.
Have you got names for them? What are they called?
Majesty and divinity.
Do you breathe?
No, not by choice. They just leave it up and hands shaking.
That's a very pure thing to have. I've got dove hairs. My doves are, I think, my doves are rare because they've got like a black tail. They don't look as pure and innocent as your doves. And what does this? You've got a carpet up there with words on. Can you tell me what that's like?
It's probably that's about 2 weeks.
Okay. I'm letting that sit there. You do that. Go for a walk.
Yeah.
And leave all this stuff behind. Can I just say I didn't order that, alright? That was not me. So nobody can see it, I guess. Are you going to do any more movies?
I'll do one with you.
Alright.
What's it gonna be about?
Who's going to write it?
You.
Me writing? Actually, I do a lot of writing. Whether it'd be good enough for a movie or not, I don't know. I'm being serious now, you know.
Go for it.
What does it have to be about? As in what though? What kind of, all kinds of truths in my little diary and things? Which is? Why don't you say to me, Romeo, Romeo, let go of the cat. Go on. Please. The lap fancy of mine. No, it's not. It's full. 5 from 10. Rapunzel, that's it. Rapunzel.
I want to ask a question before you go about your reputation. Because you've been very cool, you've been very quiet.
Yeah.
And you're not scared at all.
No.
What's up with that?
I think a lot of people, they like to pinpoint it because I have got my own opinion and I do like to say exactly what I think. And I think people are not ready for that sometimes. I'd rather just somebody say it and say it right and she has to appreciate it rather than somebody who's got their own opinion and their own set of morals, their own ideas, their own picture. And I think some people are frightened. It's like criticise you and make up what you're not really. I don't know what you mean actually. Yeah.
Guys is white.
No, I'm not. I don't think you are. You are. I was saying earlier, a lot of people, they get the wrong impression of you, or they've written the wrong impression, or they speak of the wrong impression of you, and that's their own ignorance. They should have a more open mind.
You took all the blame. Reason behind the game. Beautiful strength. for the